After last week's loss and being able just to be at home and get a win like this, how does it feel just to be able to pull that one out?
I think I can speak for all of our guys. It feels great. We beat a quality opponent tonight. Coach Felicic and his staff do a great job. They got good physical players. It was tough going both ways for both teams in the second half. After a barrage of points in the first half, it just seemed like it wasn't going to end. But I give a lot of credit to our kids and our staff. I mean, we found a way. Certainly both teams made a lot of mistakes, had a lot of breakdowns, but I'm really glad we were able to come out on the good end.
If I'd have told you earlier in the day you guys were going to give up 40, you think you'd have been able to win this game?
Probably not. I thought, for our first scrimmage we played well offensively. I thought we actually did some decent things against Ligonier offensively at times, but they just closed so many things down quickly. Tonight I thought we'd be able to move the ball. The success of it just depends on the looks you get and the reads that we make, and we were able to do that. It all started with our quarterback who did a tremendous job managing the game, and then he did a tremendous job imposing his will during the game too.
Yeah, and I said that to him. He seems a little bit more comfortable this year with being able to do everything and making quick decisions, being able to pull the ball in and take off if he needs to.
Well, we changed things offensively, and the reason we did it primarily was him. Having a kid like him back there at the controls who's athletic, the term at the college level is dual threat. He's a dual threat kid for high school. And when you have receivers like Kobe Doherty, Drew Kaufman, Travis Mock, Noah Henry, and then our backs with Robinson and some other guys, and you have the opportunity to do some of the things we did tonight. You have to be able to open the field up. When you open the field up and get the ball to guys in space, a lot of times good things will happen.
Yeah. Defensively, probably not the best showing. So what did you see defensively tonight that you guys can do better?
Well, we got to do a lot better. I mean, up front, they were physical. They were big. They have good size. And I was getting upset. Our line they were under the gun. I mean, we are not that heavy. We're not a small team, but we weren't as heavy and probably as strong as them up front. And it came down to tackling too. Their backs ran very hard. They had some good misdirection plays where we didn't tackle well, or we didn't fight off blocks. They were getting after us. They really were. And Gonchar up the middle was just, he's 220. He's got to be 220, 225. And, when he gets going, if you let him get through the initial line of scrimmage, he's a load to bring down. And it's hard for 150-pounders to step in front of that, and so he imposed his will. Fortunately, we got a couple stops when we needed to, and the big stop at the end where we had the momentum, that was exciting.
What was the thought process there on that last touchdown and kicking and then not kicking and going for trying to hit Travis in the end zone there?
Well, we wasted 2 timeouts. I mean, I say wasted, but we ended up making the right call. Ben had been kicking very well in practice. He missed one last week against Ligonier, probably 35-yard range, and he was on the hash. So when we set it up, I turned to Mike Arone and I said, maybe we should try to go for it. And he said, yeah. So we called the second timeout, at which point Ben came over and said, I can make the field goal. So now you're worried about him being able to execute the play. We didn't really line up in the right formation for the play, and so the play itself by the outside receivers was run correctly. And I think when Ben ran out of the pocket, Travis just adjusted with him. And I don't know what happened to the safety because I know he was kind of spying on Trav. But we got open, and he climbed a ladder to make a catch. He's got to be only about 5'6". But he's one of our toughest kids. I mean, and Ben threw a great ball. I mean, he had the space once he rolled out. I thought he was going to run it. But just great play. A lot of good individual plays tonight. Our line did play hard. I mean, both sides of the ball. It's just one of those. It's just one of those gut check games. And I give credit to PL. I mean, it was kind of back and forth, kind of like whoever had the ball last type of thing.
Yeah. And what's this going to do for your confidence moving forward? Just getting this tough win.
I mean, let's face it. 1-1's a lot different than 0-2. We're still going to question some things. We still have to maybe make some changes. But going forward, I think these guys know now what it takes. Hopefully we're getting in better game shape, which is always tough to gauge early in the season. With the humidity and you're not used to banging on people so much. And last week, physically we weren't really there. Moving forward, we're going to go play a tough Penns Manor team on their place, on their turf, and we got to be ready. I mean, these guys have to enjoy it for 2 days, and then you come back, and it's just like last week. If we were going to forget about last week with the negative, We almost have to forget about this week with the positive and move forward to play a good team that's so well coached. I mean, they just do what they do well, so we need to be ready to play again.
All right, Greg, sounds good.
Thank you, guys.
Hey,
Thanks.
thanks a
Great
lot.
seeing you.